The while command provides us with the ability to repeatedly execute a list of commands or action list based on the results of a command list or test expression. As long as the test is true, the command list will execute repeatedly. We specify the test list after the while command. It can be a command list, or it can be an expression inside square brackets, which means run the test command. The test list is terminated with a semicolon. The do keyword indicates the start of the action list to perform if the test is true. The action list is ended with the done command. As a simple example, we can create a variable called counter and put a 5 in it. We can do a test to see if the value in the counter is greater than 0, which of course it is right now. And we can do some commands as long as that test is true, as long as the counter has a value in it. Inside my commands to run, I need to have two things. I need to have the work that the loop is going to do, whatever that is. In my case, it's going to simply print out the current value of the counter. And we need something that will cause the test to fail, or the loop will never end. It will go around and around forever. In our case, we're going to simulate a countdown. So we're going to change the value in the counter variable by subtracting 1 from it. So when this list executes, we'll print out the current value of the counter and we'll subtract 1 from it. And that's all we want to do. So we'll indicate that our action list is done here. When this executes, counter is 5 right now. So these commands will run. It will print out counter is 5, and the counter will be changed to 4. It will go back to the test at the top of the while. This done command says go back to the while and redo the test. It will still be greater than 0, so now it will print out counter is 4. It'll subtract 1 from the counter, making it 3, and go back around. And it'll keep doing this until counter hits 0 and this test fails, ending the loop. If we had a situation where we were doing something more sophisticated in our action list, and we encountered something in our code that told us we do not want to run the rest of the commands in the action list, perhaps we are testing an interface status and we find that it is not active and there's no point in doing the rest of the commands in our action list, we can use the command continue to jump back to the while command and redo the test and re-execute the action list if it's true, or end the loop if we're now done. If, on the other hand, we encounter a condition in our action list, which means we no longer need to do the test or any of the commands that are left in our action list, the break command will cause the loop to exit immediately and execution of the script to continue after the done command.